2024 Ekapeka Industrial Park wansi w'omulamwa celebrating local and foreign investments. Tugulawo saa 3 ku makya era okuyingira kwa bwereere. Tuyita abasuubuzi, amasomero nawe yettanira eby'omutindo nga bikoleddwa wano mu Uganda. Guno gwe mukisa gw'obulamu okugula ebinayolesebwa ku miwendo gy'amakolero. Tayiro, eby'amasannyalaze, engoye, engatto, ensawo, TV, ebyuma ebikozesebwa mu kulima, emiyembe n'ennaanasi ebikaziddwa n'ebirala bingi. Abagenyi abakulu ye minisita avunaanyizibwa ku by'okusiiga ensimbi Honorable Evelyn Anite n'omukwanaganya omukulu wa Operation Wealth Creation General Salim Saleh. Tosuba bayimbi abakabi. Wandiyagadde okuwolesa noti 783 293 348 oba noti 757 89 69 14.
Itakeekapeka fakitole nyingi nga n'ebisinga bikolerwa wano mu Uganda.
Omwoleso gaggadde ogutumiddwa East Africa UK Tourism and Cultural Expo 2024 guguno nga bakubeerawo ennaku z'omwezi 8 n'ennaku z'omwezi 9 omwezi gwa Novemba 2024 wansi w'omulamwa okuwagira ebyobulambuzi ng'engeri y'okutumbula obumu n'enkulaakulana awo ku WTM London ku Rome Brand Hotel 11th PI South Kensington London SW7 2RS United Kingdom. Tickets abasuubuzi mukyasasula pound 1,000 ate abaneetaba mu mwoleso bakyasasula pound 300. Okumanya ebisinga okuba ku simu kasaraba 256 787 096 100 oba kasaraba 254 795 806 969 kyali ya www.eaukTourismExpo.com okwewandiisa.
Hey kids, we're going to count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enjoy 5 ways to love your baby, smoothen and protect your baby's skin with 5 new gentle formulations. Original to nurture your baby, aloe vera to protect your shibubu skin, cocoa butter to comfort your pinku, mild scent to soothe your little one, and avocado to soften your buju skin. Available in all supermarkets, retail shops, and cosmetics shops near you. Move it, baby jelly. All day confidence.
Where does it come from? That thing that makes us Ugandan. Some say it's in our history, in our culture, and in our hearts, in our warm smiles and vast miles of coffee. It's in our inherent pursuit to always be better, to never stop growing and glowing. We are a nation of sweat and skills, a nation of ideas and inventions. But what truly makes us Ugandan is our quest to invest in agribusiness, manufacturing, tourism, infrastructure, health and education to improve the quality of life of Ugandans. That's what makes us Uganda Development Bank.
We can do better.
Uganda Development Bank, inspiring development.
Sometimes the pressure of paying taxes can feel overwhelming. The temptation to cut corners and underdeclare your income may creep in. But before you make that choice, consider the cost. Underdeclaring taxes might seem like an easy way out, but the consequences can be severe. URA offers resources and payment plans to help you manage your taxes. You can pay in installments if it's difficult to pay in full. Transparency is key. Avoid penalties and unexpected liabilities by reporting everything accurately. To report corruption, call URA on our toll-free lines. Uganda Revenue Authority. Developing Uganda together.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
The Journey program on UBC TV.
Hello viewers, my name is Peter Musau. I am the General Manager of Finance Minas Uganda Limited. Finance Minas Uganda Limited is based in Bongolobi, Kampala. The company started back in 2014, inaugurated in December by His Excellency the President. We started operations in January 2015, and to date we have progressed and we are running Fine Spinners Uganda Limited is basically a vertically integrated textile mill that deals in spinning of cotton lint, right from the raw material to the finished product. We do spinning of yarn, cotton lint. We add value from spinning to knitting to dye and to the garmenting. So we are approximately employed over 1,000 workers up to date, and progressively we are targeted to employ more as we do our expansion programs. So at the moment, we are focusing our markets in the domestic markets and the regional markets, that is the East Africa community, the EAC, that's covering Kenya, Tanzania, there's Rwanda, Burundi, and of course South Sudan. And of course, we are also doing our export in the European markets, whereby we are dealing with a few of our buyers who are really engaged in buying our products. At the moment, we are really trying to promote the Buy Uganda, Beyond Uganda government policy, BUBU. We are fully engaged in domestic production and supporting the local market in terms of supply, and try to make sure that our product is very felt within the country. And for that, we have established multiple stores in town. Our distributors are all over town, all over Jinja, Barara, and we are all over the country. So that's basically ideally what we are doing at the moment as Fine Spinners Uganda Limited. And progressively, we are looking at getting into other export markets, maybe the China, because of course the issue of the Angola came in and we are not able to export to the US. And for that matter, we are looking at other markets whereby we can really deliver our products. Achievements, we have had quite a number of achievements so far. We have, of course, we are the first export company in Uganda in terms of textile. Of course, we are two. As we may have noticed that there's also South Range Nyanza Night Hill, and we are there also doing the same business. So the achievement that we have done our exports into the Euro market, like I've said, to Denmark. We are also into Spain, and largely, other than that, we are also doing within the EAC. So those are some of the achievements that we have done, and progressively we are trying to do expansion programs to expand our capacity and to employ more Ugandans, because at the moment I think employment is the big issue, and that's our focus. Given the number of workers that we have employed, over 1,000 workers, we are directly paying taxes to Uganda Revenue Authority, that is URA. We are compliant in that, our pay as you earn. And of course, in terms of indirect taxes that we are contributing, our customers that are buying from us are also pay taxes to the government. We have got a wide customer base cutting across the country who are directly contributing to the taxes of the country. So ideally, over 15,000 jobs are created because of us running the textile mill at Mbungolobi. There are those who are directly getting involved in the logistics. Others are getting involved into the small-scale trading. Those who are direct buy from us is an indirect kind of an employment that we are really providing, and the number is over 15,000 jobs that we have created so far. Those who are not directly involved in running of the business. Value chain, of course, we have said that we are doing value addition. As I've said, we are processing raw cotton from cotton lint, direct from the farm. Of course, through the engineers, we are getting the cotton process to the engineers, and finally it comes to the spinning, whereby now we take lead. We are doing value addition from the spinning, whereby we spin the yarn, Then we add value, we make the fabric, that's the knitting. Then we further add value by dye the fabric and make it in different shades, into different colors. Then finally we cut and stitch the fabric and make t-shirts. So this is the value addition that we are doing, and it's really impacting in a big way, because most of the cotton that is produced in Uganda, 90% of the cotton finds its way into the other markets, into other countries. We are only processing like 10% of the Ugandan grown cotton. So that's the one that we are adding value. And the challenge that we have is if we can only have a few of these fine spinners in Uganda, then we can at least add value like 50% of the cotton that is grown and produced in Uganda. Then it could be a big boost to the economy. So these are some of the issues that really we need to focus as government, if I may be asked, and government should be really to focus on that, and they try to really maximize on the cotton consumption that is really grown in Uganda. Uganda is one of the best cotton grown, which is grown actually, and is highly demanded across the world. So if we add value to that cotton, then I think it could be a game changer to the economy of the country. Actually, we have an open policy in terms of employment. We recruit our workers, and before even we engage them in the running of the factory, we train them. We put them on a training for 1 month. Once they qualify, then we engage them in the production lines. And we have really taken care of the workers in our positive way in that we also give them free lunch, and they are taken care of, and their salaries are paid on time. I don't think that we have delayed or to pay their salaries, other than a few issues here where we have some cash flow issues. But that said, largely the workers are happy. We have taken care of the workers, and they are happy working at Fine Spinners. Now, we've got a challenge in terms of imports, because there's a lot of imports finding their way into the markets, and I think of late we have been battling with imports which are really dumped. There's what we call the mitumba, which really have flooded the market, and the same products that we are making, you find that they are finding their way into the market from other countries. So this is something that I would request the government if they can really look into it, and they try to ban these second-hand clothing or the same products that the domestic manufacturing companies are producing. You find that there is getting their way into the markets here locally. So these are some of the things that we really need to advocate for. And we ask the government, because there's that import substitution, that the government policy that we are trying to really support, to largely produce whatever is imported locally here, and to promote the domestic industries, and to promote the economy. So these are the issues that are playing around, and we need government to really support us in that area, and also engage URA to check on those imports which are finding their ways into the market, which can easily be manufactured locally. So that's the only way we can grow as a country, as an economy. Now, as we stand, I think there is the East Africa integration that is almost getting to the peak. And to me, I see that as an opportunity to the Ugandans. So to say that I think it will be an opportunity to the member states in terms of trying to optimize on the markets, because EAC alone has a bigger population, close to half a billion people, which really is a good market, and given the opportunity that exists in either state countries and all that, we can optimize on that, and Ugandan products can find their way into the Kenyan market. Kenyan market products can find their way into the Ugandan market, and that is a good thing to go with. And it will be a big plus for us as a textile business, because now we'll be able to tap into the benefits that come with the integration. Other challenges is like training. It's not easy to get fully trained textile operators within the country. And on this note, I'm really requesting government of Uganda if we can have technical training institutes, institution that really can help us to get these kind of workers trained, and then they can be absorbed into the textile mills. Other than that, we have the cost of finance also is not friendly. When it comes to borrowing, we find that we are really struggling to get access to credit because the cost of finance is too high. We are no longer in Angola, and as you may have known, Uganda has not been able to manage to defend its case at the Angola. And to some extent, we are affected because we cannot export to the US market. We have to find other ways of really try to reach the market. And yeah, it's a challenge to us. We need to really get a way out of this so that we can be able to really get back to the Angola, which is the bigger market of the textile. We have seen the company grow from the time we started back in 2015. The workers are really positively helped the company to grow, and we started with around close to 300 workers, and like I've said, now we have 1,000 workers. That's a positive growth. So the workers have really positively helped the company to grow. And other than that, we have also trained so many of the workers, and they have left. They have started their own units, stitch units, back in Chikubu market and in town. That's a positive thing to me. It could be look like a staff turnover, but to me, after training, after equipping the workers and they have been skilled, they start their own units out there, and they empower themselves by employing themselves and more so employing other people. Future plans is that we are on an expansion program, and we look ourselves as a lead textile factory in the country and within the region. And this is where we are aspiring to be a leader in the textile industry within the country and also within the EAC and also within the region. Uganda is a country of opportunities, and anyone who comes here, investors are encouraged to come and invest in Uganda. And it's a good, friendly environment in terms of investment. And to me, from where I see it, it's like we need more of the investors to come and invest in Uganda because there are lots of resources, there's a lot of opportunities, and we encourage such like investors to come and tap into the opportunities which are existing in the country. Finance business is a brand by itself. Anyone who is in Uganda knows about finance business in the market. We are known, and I think it's a brand by itself. We are selling. We are 100% processing and producing cotton t-shirts, and also we have also tried to diversify into other products. And I think it's a good thing that finance business has been there and has been playing a leading role in terms of textile, which is a good thing to me, that we have really tried, and it's a milestone for the country also, that at least we have got a textile mill in the country, or rather we have got among other mills, fine spinners playing a leading role into the textile sector. Quality is our priority. We cannot afford to do substandard products because, of course, it's a cost implication. We are better off producing quality than not producing quality, because by the end of the day, it's a cost to the business. If we don't, if we have two qualities, like probably many people may say, then it doesn't make sense to make two qualities, because it is the same cost that is going to be incurred by the end of the day. Secondly, we are really acquainted by international bodies that, like I've said, we are doing export, and we cannot really afford to compromise on quality, whether domestic or export, because the same process that we do our export product is the same process that we follow to do our domestic products. So quality is a priority to us. We cannot afford to compromise on the quality. We need motivation from the government. Investments, of course, is key because, like I've said, we are only processing 10% of the Ugandan grown cotton. 90% of the cotton finds its way to the export markets. China, Bangladesh, and all these other countries, which are directly competing with us, who are producing the same and processing the same kind of garments from Uganda. So the only motivation that we can ask the government is to, maybe if we can have, like I've said, a few of them, like finance spinners companies within the country, which can easily absorb and consume, let's say like 50% of the cotton produced in Uganda. That could leave a landmark in terms of economic growth and development for the country. It's an open market. Whether investors come and produce the same product that Ugandans are producing, I think it's fair to have fair competition. And if we have to really convince the investor to come and invest, then we have a clear level, a clear playing ground, playing ground, whereby all the terms are the same, the regulations are the same, the benchmarks are the same, and whatever is required to invest in a country, I think it should be the same conditions that should be set for the locals and for the investors, so that there's no discrimination in terms of business and there's no unfair advantage over the other. That's what the right word actually. So there should be no unfair advantage for whatever reason. Finance Business Uganda Limited is the only company that we have in Uganda. We may have some other sister companies in Kenya who are not directly involved in what we do here in Uganda. My appeal to the stakeholders is just to support the textile sector, because this is the future of Uganda. Because Uganda is a cotton growing country, and the only thing that can be really be done to help the sector is to ask the stakeholders to positively try to engage and try to support the government policy in terms of cotton sector, so that we engage to the level of economy that we are looking at. Let me start by thanking the government of Uganda. They have really supported the textile sector, and as we speak, the president is very clear about the way forward in terms of textile industry and sector. And we have really received a lot of support in terms of the environment, being the business environment, and try to give incentives where they are required in terms of electricity subsidies and all that, to just motivate the investment that is taking place. So we are thanking the government of Uganda so much. We also thank our farmers who are tirelessly growing the cotton, because if they don't grow the cotton, we will have no raw materials to run the sector. We also thank our workers for support. Of course, they are the main stakeholders in the factory or in the company, and we encourage them to continue supporting the company, and this is their company and they should be proud of the company. Other than that, also thank UBC for being a partner with us. UBC has been supportive, and I wish to I wish other media houses could also come and support the sector the way UBC has done. And we just thank the management of UBC and the entire staff for having supported us in all the work that we have been working since the company started. It has been a long work, and we have worked together with the UBC, and that's what I can really say. Thank you to the management of UBC. Lastly, I want to thank all the viewers and everyone who has been watching us, and we wish you a good time, and hope you to build Uganda together.